'cause we got so much history. Here with you is where I'm meant to be. Even after all the pain, I do it all again. 'Cause we got so much history. We got so much history. Wrapped up in these memories.
Yes, people, welcome back to another stream on DJK. It's really good to be back. It's been, 2 weeks now because of the international breaks. Obviously, England drawing to Ukraine, then winning 3-1 against Scotland. But yeah, it's good to be back today with Game Week 5 review. Good week of football. Again, Arsenal finally beating Everton in the Goodison Park. Man United losing. Obviously, we've got a United fan, and one United fan will be joining later on, and obviously waiting for one to join. He hasn't replied to my message. Got a neutral fan as well. I'm waiting for an Arsenal fan to reply to my message. Man City, of course, winning as usual. They haven't dropped any points this season. Liverpool winning, obviously, I've actually predicted that result. But yeah, I've been really active on my mix cards, so go check out some of my mixes. I've been active on SoundCloud and stuff. But we're going to introduce the guests now. Before we do, we've got one comment from Vision, aka Charlie. Big up, Charlie. As said, so I'll just announce who isn't here. So Arrest will be joining about 8:20 because he's having his dinner and he came back late from football coaching. I think he's been at work. And Toby will be joining as well. He hasn't seen my message, so I sent him the link, so he will be joining. And Manny usually isn't the best at replying, so he will be here. But also the Champions League happened as well. Arsenal beat PSV 4-0, and Man United lost to Bayern Munich 4-3. But getting 3 goals at Bayern Munich is still good for Man United. Obviously, they did lose, but they're still good. And I'm actually watching the West Ham game, so if you see me tilting my head, I'm watching West Ham versus Athens. Oh, I don't know who it is. And then Brighton are playing. Other results today as well. Aston Villa lost 3-2 in the Conference League, and Liverpool beat Lask in the Europa League. So let's introduce my guest first. So first of all, he's a Man United fan all the way from Norway. It's been a while since he's been on the streams actually, but it's of course Frederick. How you doing, Frederick?
Yeah, not too bad. Starting
Cool.
to gain from the game yesterday.
Yeah, not a good result. And my next guest, Huddersfield fan's a neutral fan, but I think he has a soft spot for United, of course. Is of course Ryan. How you doing, Ryan?
Yeah, hello, big up Ollie. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, thank you for having me on. I'm still looking forward to the show again, and it's gonna be good, but
yeah, it's really good to be back. As I said, it's been 2 weeks, but just a few guests who couldn't join. Joel can join. Spurs Live, of course. Big up Josh. JPT, always a regular on the show. It's obviously a shame you can't join, but we've got the panel now, and obviously, as said, Arrest will be joining a bit later on, so we'll talk about the United game with him and other games. We'll get onto him. And then Toby, as said, hasn't seen my message, and Manny as well. So Manny's not the best at replying because he hasn't been in the streams for a while. But anyway, we're going to get straight into it now. So the first game that happened was a 12:30 kickoff on BT Sport, TNT Sport is called now. I actually predicted this score right, and it is, of course, Wolves versus Liverpool. Wolves 1, Liverpool 3. So obviously for I speak, I'll let the guest speak first. So Ryan, first of all, what's your thoughts on this game? Wolves 1, Liverpool 3.
Yeah, obviously I'd certainly expected Liverpool to win this game. Obviously it was a surprise to see Wolves take an early lead. And I think Liverpool, I actually watched this game, but Liverpool seemed to be struggling that first half, but stepped up in the second half. And managed to get the win. However, the winner came in the 85th minute, obviously, so quite a late time to get the winner. But yeah, obviously Liverpool just too much for a Wolves side that again will struggle this season. I think. So they got 3 points from 9, but again, it's about it's the same thing with Wolves, isn't it? They just haven't got a player that can put the ball in the back of the net, and obviously they concede quite a lot as well. So
yeah,
it's not a great combination that you want really. So I think Wolves will definitely be down there. But yeah, obviously Liverpool get the win. They just had too much in the end, but Wolves will be disappointed. Maybe to not capitalise on Liverpool's slow. So obviously I know they got a goal, but then maybe they could have gone for another goal and maybe that would have helped them a bit. But yeah, good win for Liverpool, good start to the season for them. But we're going to have to see how they, how they keep going with this, and they're going to be consistent. But yeah.
Yeah. So when we get on to Frederick, obviously from Ryan's channel, big up lads, hope you're okay. Big up Aiden Tate, HDFC fan. Big up for joining, of course. He says big up lads, big up mate. And yeah, we're all doing right. Thank you very much. So we'll get on to Frederick now. So Frederick, what's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I think Liverpool are where they didn't were last season. They get the points they need. Of course, I was hoping Wolves to win it when they took the lead, but no surprise, Liverpool won. And you now see the advantage like the Liverpool, maybe Chelsea will have from now on. Liverpool got only the Europa League, Chelsea nothing. So I didn't see the Liverpool game, but I saw the team they were playing, resting a lot of players. So they have the advantage of that. They on the game against Wolves, they didn't have to think about this game's break like United and Arsenal have to. So yeah, good win for Liverpool today. Or yeah, today and
No, sad. Yeah, today obviously Lask, yeah. So I'll just get my thoughts. So I'm in a few predictions chat on Instagram, and I actually predicted this. I don't know why I'm always good at predicting the first game. I predicted Luton game, I predicted this game, so I'm always good at that. But obviously, goal from Hwang, obviously Liverpool were 1-0 down. Gakpo got a goal to equalise. Al Robertson got a goal and own goal from Bueno. So yeah, good result for Liverpool. Obviously, they got the result today. They were also 1-0 down as well from Lask, and they brought it back 1-0 penalty, and then they got another goal with Salah. But it looks, looking good for Liverpool. Once again, one of the four teams are unbeaten. They're on 13 points. They drew 1-0 to Chelsea, obviously. And obviously today they beat Lask. As I said, it's incredible how they were 1-0 down in both games and they won 3-1. So both games were 3-1 and they were 1-0 down in both games. But Wolves as well, not looking good for them. They're 16th, so it's almost a relegation battle for them at the moment. They've only got 3 points out of 5 games, which is very shocking. Let me just see. They've won one game, which is 1-0 against Everton. So for me, Liverpool, they'll definitely get top 4 or top 5 is the aim now because obviously the league system in the Champions League. But yeah, obviously I'll get Orest's thoughts and Toby's thoughts when they join. But good win for Liverpool, as everyone said. Not really much else to say. Obviously they're third in the league now, and Wolves are, as said, 16th. So they're 2 places above the relegation zone. And for me, it's Luton bottom, Burnley second, 19th, and Everton 18th. And then the relegation battle is definitely Sheffield United, Wolves, and Bournemouth. And think about Chelsea as well. They're only on 5 points, so they could possibly be up there as well. So, and I'm not saying Man United are, but Man United are 13th at the moment, so they do need to pick up some form. We obviously talk about their loss against Brighton, which is a bit annoying, but yeah, good win for Liverpool. Not so good for Wolves. Not looking good. Obviously, as I said, 1 win out of 5 games. So they're looking to bounce back. Who are they playing next? They've got Ipswich in the Carrow Cup, and then they've got Man City. So it's not getting any easier for them. I mean, I hope the Wolves do get something out of that game so we can go top. And if depending on other results, like goal difference and stuff. But yeah, we've talked about that game now. Let's get on to let's talk about this. My team, Arsenal, of course, getting a 1-0 win against Everton. Obviously, a bit ugly win. We didn't play the best, but we got the win. We finally beat Everton at Goodison Park. We'll start off with Frederick this time. So, Frederick, what's your thoughts on Arsenal being Everton?
Of course, this 3 o'clock round British time. I was only able to watch one game, and I watched United. Everton Arsenal. I think it was a good win for Arsenal away because I saw a stats before the game that Arsenal were not too good away from home against Everton.
Yeah, we were.
So, I thought it was going to be a 0-0 game, so good win for you.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't think the league will be decided on goal difference this season, so
No.
a 1-0 win is a point, or it's 3 points. So yeah, good win for you.
Yeah, as I said there as well, it's not really on goal difference. It's more about points, really. If you get 3 points, that's good. And if you're on, say, 100 points or like 90 points by the end of the season, you're probably going to win the league. So for me, I do agree with you there. But you got to think Man City are on a plus 11. And if you're level on points with Man City, then Man City will be top. But Arsenal currently on 5 goal difference, which is not the great out of the other two. But Guys, I'll keep you updated on watching the West Ham game. It's currently 0-0. And if you're interested in rugby, France are winning 10-0 against Namibia. All right, so Ryan, we'll get your thoughts now. What's your thoughts on Arsenal beating Everton?
Yeah, well, I actually watched this game so obviously I've got a good
Yeah.
kind of perspective of things, maybe if you could say so. Yeah, obviously it wasn't the best of games, if I'm honest. It was quite a scruffy game, really. Obviously Everton, yeah, they're not great, are they? They're another struggling season, it looks like, for them. I think obviously that guy that they've got up front now, Beto, I'm not too sure about him just yet. I know it's early days still, but he looks,
Beto, yeah.
He doesn't look as good. He doesn't look that great, if I'm honest. I know obviously it takes time to adapt to the league, but he's not really doing much up top. I suppose you could say he's not getting much service at times, and Everton seems to be, just can't seem to keep up the ball, and they don't seem to offer much threat. But yeah, obviously Arsenal, got the win. I did actually predict Arsenal to win, but I did expect it to be a bit more comfortable. And it probably wouldn't be comfortable had you were played a bit better. But however, you've just got to win sometimes. Obviously, the record at Goodison Park for Arsenal wasn't the best, so sometimes you just got to win. But yeah, so a good win. A win's a win, but it wasn't. But obviously, Trossard getting the goal.
Yeah, Trossard.
Again, a good buy for Arsenal. Really, he's a good player to have in your team. But yeah, obviously Everton. He's going to
Chance and AFC Greece are ahead in the Brighton game. AFC Greece. Oh, go on, carry on, Ryan. Carry on.
No, it's all right. But yeah, like I say, Everton really are going to have to up it because they've got away with it the last few seasons. But if they continue to play like this, they're not going to they're going to go down at some point.
Yeah.
It probably might. It might be this season, or it might be the next. But yeah, good win for Arsenal. Good start to the season for you. But how many Everton are struggling, aren't they? They're at the bottom.
They're on 1 point out of 5 games.
That's just not good enough, is it? And you're thinking to yourself, they're going to refresh and go again. But like I said, the signings that they've made haven't been great. And
no,
I'm not. Dyche may get you results. I'm not entirely convinced about Sean Dyche management. He's all right, but it's just not the best. It's kind of a hoofball football. It's not really what Everton fans want, and obviously, it's not good. But I'll shut up talking now.
Sorry for interrupting there, but Aiki are actually ahead against Brighton, so Brighton are losing 1-0. Corner came in, great header, so it's 1-0. West Ham game is still 0-0, so I'll check on that game, but I switched over because I saw the notification. But of course, Arsenal fan, I'm going to talk about this game a bit. So as Ryan said, obviously he was expecting it to be more of a comfortable win, and I was as well. I was expecting it to possibly be 3-0, 3-1. But it was an ugly win. Obviously, Trossard with the goal. I think Trossard's been amazing. Obviously, Martinelli's been injured, and he's come in. He scored a goal against Everton to win the game. He scored in the Champions League game, so obviously 4-0. I don't think Martinelli would have done this if he would have been playing. So Martinelli's been obviously good. The front three was Martinelli, Saka, and obviously Nketiah or Jesus. But it was good to see Jesus, Trossard, and Saka. And obviously, Jesus got the goal. Saka and Trossard got a goal and assist. So it's working well. It's looking good for us. Obviously, we have got Tottenham at home next, which should be, well, we could talk about that, but it should be an easy win for me. I know no win is an easy win, but Tottenham are doing well at the moment. So listen, I really want Ramsdale to start in that game. So obviously touch on it as well. David Raya. Listen, I'm the biggest fan of Ramsdale. I had a fan account about him. Well, I'm taking a bit of a break. I'm not deleting it totally, but because David Raya started the last 2 games, I'm kind of like taking a break now. But obviously David Raya started against Everton, got a clean sheet, got a few saves. And then obviously in the 4-0, he got a clean sheet and 4 saves. So he's been absolutely brilliant. He's great at catching, ball distribution, 33 accurate passes in the PSV game as well. So touching on the defense as well, Zinchenko has been good. Ben White at right back. It's good to see that we've got a proper right back now instead of Partey. Gabriel and Saliba is our great best partnership, I think, in centre back. Declan Rice has been great. Obviously, he scored against United. He's been doing well, like in the Community Shield. He's played well in all the games he's played. Then obviously Odegaard, great goal from Odegaard. It's good to see him on the score sheet. Havertz didn't have the best games. He missed quite a few chances. But he played quite well. Obviously, we kept a clean sheet and he contributed a bit to that. And then Trossard, oh my God, what a game from Trossard. Assist, goal, brilliant goal. Got the assist. I'm not sure what goal he got the assist. It might be in the Saka goal. And then Saka obviously got a goal and assist. I think he assisted the Trossard goal. No, the Saka goal was a deflection from the goalkeeper and he boated it in. But just focusing on this game, Everton, as Brian said, are not looking good at the moment. They might either go down this season or next season. I probably think it'll be this season. They've got 1 point out of 5 games, which is they've drawn one. And I forgot the game they drew. But for me, that is relegation form. If you're 5 games in and you've got 1 point, especially Everton as well, you think about how long they've been in the Premier League. They should be doing better than this. And losing 1-0 to Arsenal is they could have got a draw in this game easily. And if they wouldn't concede, they could have got 1-1 or they could have easily won the game because Pickford had a brilliant game in that game. But yeah, we'll move on now. But yeah, good result for Arsenal. Really good to be. We're obviously 4th in the league now. So as I said, the only teams who are unbeaten are Man City, Tottenham, Liverpool, and Arsenal. So Man City have won all their games out of 5 out of 5. And Arsenal, Tottenham, and Liverpool have won 4 and drawn 1. So Liverpool drew to Chelsea. I think Tottenham drew to I forgot who they drew to, and Arsenal drew to Fulham. So yeah, looking good for those teams. Obviously, we move to Tottenham next, and obviously PSV. We might talk about PSV if we have enough time. I'm just going to try and make the stream no less than an hour, no more than an hour and a half. We're going to try and make it a short stream because in case people are busy or obviously Arrest is joining, so we'll be a bit longer because he'll join. But yeah, we're going to move on now. Where is it? Hold on, let me just do something. So yeah, Arsenal good win. Have I got it? Sorry, I'm trying to find the banner. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So a result that both the panelists probably don't want to talk about, and Arrest joining, of course. There was a clip of him saying 3-0 Brighton, and he almost got it right, 3-1. But listen, Man United not looking good again at the moment. I think they've got 6 out of 5. We'll get the United fans' first thoughts first. Obviously, Frederick, if you're there, what's your thoughts on your defeat to Brighton?
I mean, Brighton's a team we're struggling with. Normally, last year I was at the game, and I was close to going to the game this year. Actually, I'm going next week instead, luckily. But horrible game from United. Nothing really went well. The central half was crap. The goalkeeper I don't remember if it was the first or the second goal. He should have been saved. Højlund was, of course, decent. The subs from Ten Hag, I think, was horrible. None of them made an impact in that game. It was just everything went wrong. So I have nothing more to say than in this game. I think everything went wrong from manager to player.
So, what was your overall thoughts on the team? Do you think they played bad and that's why you lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, and it is. Yeah, I'll get my thoughts, but it's a horrible result for Man United conceding 3 goals. But Brian, we'll get your thoughts now. What's your thoughts on Man United 1, Brighton 3?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a very bad defeat. It's obviously at Old Trafford, ends the unbeaten. I think that, it went weird then. We're back.
Yeah.
I thought United actually started off quite well, to be fair. Obviously, the opening 15 minutes. But then obviously Brighton started to come into the game and obviously got the goal. And that as soon as United concede, the heads are down. They look beaten when they concede, and the defense is a massive issue at the moment. But yeah, after the 15 minutes, it was absolutely shocking. I didn't particularly like the lineup that Ten Hag, but I don't particularly think that McTominay should be starting games. I mean, okay, I don't want to, I just think McTominay shouldn't really have been starting for me. He's just not good enough. And then, like I say, like Frederick said, the substitutions were very strange. I don't quite understand. Obviously, a very interesting reaction from the Old Trafford crowd, obviously, to Højlund coming off. Yeah. And I don't blame him, really, because, yes, I understand, obviously, Ten Hag said after the game, obviously, he doesn't want to risk injury, obviously, after him just coming back. I understand that. But for me, he still should have kept him on. He should have maybe took Rashford off and put Garnacho on. Maybe I would have liked to see Garnacho. And then obviously, but Brighton, it was like a training match for Brighton. Really, it was that easy. Defensively all over the place. All their goals were so avoidable. It was just far too easy. Obviously, Hannibal came on. He did quite well, Hannibal, actually. That was a good. Obviously, he got a goal, great goal, consolation goal though, and we never really thought we were going to get back into it. But yeah, so very, very bad. It's just not looking good. Like I said, the defence is all over the place. The midfield looks so unbalanced at the moment. It's the worst possible start to the season, I'm afraid. I really did think after the, going off the back of last season, obviously coming into this season, I thought we'd be able to progress, but no, it looks very. I know we've had a lot of injuries, and you can put that.
Yeah.
But this team should be doing a lot better. I don't make excuses. This team should be doing a lot better, and it's just one of those. But yeah, very poor, very frustrating, and yeah, we're already chasing the pack now by a big margin. So it doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, I'll just repeat what you guys for United. Obviously, 1-0 down in the 20-minute. Obviously, controversy with that Højlund goal. Of course, the ball did go out of play, and I thought it was a goal, to be honest, but it clearly went out of play. VAR obviously ruling it out. Then Gross got a goal, and obviously Danny Welbeck before Arsenal player got the first goal. 3-0 down as well, absolutely awful. João Pedro, good goal, and obviously got, as Ryan said, Hannibal got the consolation goal in the 73rd minute. And some of the subs were ridiculous, bringing on Pellistri for McTominay, Wan-Bissaka for Lisandro Martinez, Garnacho, Martial, Medri. Obviously, a bit random subs. And obviously, as Ryan said, the lineup was a bit... Obviously, I've got my thoughts on Onana. Onana has been all right, but if we compare him to the goals he's conceded, like the halfway line one, and if you saw the Bayern Munich game, the first goal was definitely his fault. He almost got the ball and put it in his own net, which, yeah. But Onana, I think with the United fans, I think they should give him time. I know he hasn't had the best to start of seasons, conceding 3 goals against Brighton, losing to Bayern Munich and blaming almost his fault for 1 goal. But yeah, no, defense was all right. Obviously, Reguilon is a bit of a risk. He's not the best. Obviously, Tottenham reject. And as said, McTominay shouldn't be starting. Eriksen as well. He's not the best.
Eriksen's not good enough. Eriksen shouldn't be starting games. He's not the player he once was, and I just can't understand why. I mean, I suppose it's because we've got nobody else in that area. But I'd prefer to see somebody like Hannibal, who obviously made an impact from the bench again. I would have preferred to see him. I actually put him in my starting lineup for the last game, but he wasn't obviously available. He wasn't actually playing, but yeah. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah, and then Fernandes got a yellow card. And listen, Højlund, another player you should give time. Obviously, he got the goal, and he actually got the goal in the Bayern Munich game as well. So Rashford as well been very quiet. He hasn't been looking good recently. He hasn't got any goals. He hasn't got any assists. He's been very quiet. And looking at the bench as well, Man United don't have the best squad depth. You've got Harry Maguire, Johnny Evans, Pellistri. I mean, Garnacho is all right. Hannibal as well. He got the goal. Martial, Wan-Bissaka. Then you think about their second choice goalkeeper. They've got Atli Bandini. I don't even know who that is. So I think
he's come from Turkey, the Turkish league.
Yeah. But why has he got the number 1 and Onana's got 24?
Because Onana has a relationship with that number. Like, I've forgotten the reason. I think Onana has always had that number, so he wanted that number. So, yeah.
Oh, maybe he had it for Inter Milan, maybe, and he preferred it.
Yeah, there's a reason behind it. I can't remember now. I can't remember something. But yeah, there's a reason behind that, yeah.
The number of mistakes he used to make in the season. That's my guess.
Is it actually?
No, I don't know. I can just see it happen. 24 mistakes in the season.
24 mistakes. But what's your thought? Do you think Wan-Bissaka or Dalot should be playing? I think maybe Wan-Bissaka.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I agree as well. But Wan-Bissaka's out now, for 2 months. So yeah.
Is he actually? Is he injured?
Yeah, he's been in. Yeah. He's got ruled out for 2 months just to add to the injury curse list.
Oh right. Wait, he didn't Did he get injured after the game or something?
No, he got injured during the game when he came on.
Oh, right. But
Yeah.
why wasn't he subbed off?
It was a late substitute, wasn't he? So
Oh, yeah.
he felt it after the game, or maybe I don't think he felt it during the game, but he felt it after the game. So.
But looking at your centre back situation, where you've got Martinez, Lindelof, if they both get injured, you're going to have to play Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans, and that's going to be absolutely embarrassing that they're going to have to do that.
Well,
Harry Maguire is injured as well.
He has an injury as well.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Varane's meant to be back.
Varane's coming back. Yeah, that would be good for you.
But
Johnny Evans is an awful side. I don't know why you've got Johnny Evans, man. It's just ridiculous. Why have you got Johnny Evans?
because we couldn't get anybody else, that's why.
Yeah. But no, we'll move on now. Obviously, a horrific revolt for Arsenal, for Man United. And obviously, no one really wants to talk about it. But when's the next game? Wait, what's the game you're going to, Frederick? Is it the Crystal Palace game?
Yeah, correct. The Premier League game, not the league.
We got a special guest, of course, joining first. Arrest to host West Football is, of course, Arrest. How you doing, Arrest?
Yes, big up, guys. Big up.
Big up. And on the topic of you joining, obviously, you predicted the 3-0 Brighton. Obviously, we're just talking about the game. But yeah, let's get your thoughts on Man United 1, Brighton 3.
Yeah, like I said, day before the game, I said 3-0 because I just don't. I don't know where these guys are playing at, because half of these lot they don't want to press. But for me, I think the lineup Tenor got absolutely wrong for me. Playing McTominay, who offers nothing, is not going to do you well. And for me, Pulisic should have started, or you could either put Rashford on the right and then Garnacho on the left. But I don't know why Tenor started McTominay, if I'm being honest. And I just think the midfield's open because Eriksen he gets tired quickly, and the back line, I don't know, man. Again, obviously Reguilon was probably our best player. So listen, I predicted this anyway, so I'm not surprised. So fair play to Brighton. But I just look at this from United, like, obviously 3 losses in a row. I think it's our worst start ever on the Ten Hag. Do I see Ten Hag picking up from I do think so, but listen, with the way that we're playing, we play good for the first 30 minutes, then we just dip off after that. I just don't get it. So for me, listen, we need to. These players need to realize it is a 90-minute, obviously plus game, not a 30-minute game. So we just need to find our way form, and obviously that starts from Burnley game this Saturday. But yeah, bad loss, but for me it is what it is. For me, like, we just have to. We need to find some form.
Talking about the line as well, do you agree that Wan-Bissaka should play over Dalot?
He's injured right now, so
but in general, would you play him over Dalot?
In general, I think I prefer Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah. And then you said Reguilon was your best player. Why was Reguilon your best player in the game?
Well, he's the one that gave everything. To be fair, like after these, that was walking. Like for me, I thought Bruno I think he had a bad game, but
yeah, he got a yellow card.
When I say that, I get attacked. That. So listen, Bruno had a bad game. Rashford, the least I say is, but yeah, half of these lot, they've let down the managers previously, not just only Ten Hag. And by the way, I'm not Ten Hag out. I'm not those stupid fans that want him out, because listen, let's be honest here. Let's say if we was to sack Ten Hag tonight, who are we bringing in realistically? And for me, changing managers is not going to do anything on this ownership. So listen, I'm backing Ten Hag. I'm backing him. But listen, half of these that want him out, you have to think to yourself, who is really out there. So yeah.
Yeah. And McTominay starting as well. Do you think Ryan said maybe starting Hannibal? Do you agree with that?
Of course. Yeah. Start Hannibal, man. Hannibal gives more to McTominay, but some United fans, they say, "Oh, McTominay, United, United this and that." He's a United. Like, listen, let's be honest here. Hannibal he offers more than what McTominay does, and I'm surprised Van der Beek's here because he's not even part of the match they scored. So good to see you, Van der Beek. But listen, for the booing thing, if I was at the game, I would have done it. To be fair, I would understand why the fans did it, but this is the first time that this boo was very, very loud on the Tanakh. So I
Yeah.
do. This is very concerning. But listen, do I think Tanakh would fix it up? Of course. And obviously, we still got players coming back from injury, like Amrabat. Hopefully, come back
Varane.
here. Varane is
Yeah.
expected to be fit for Saturday. So listen, we do have some players coming back, but when those players are back, and let's say if we don't find form again, then that is really worrying. So Varane is huge. People don't realize Varane is actually huge. He's vital to this team. So when Varane comes back in, Varane Martin's a partnership, and then see Amrabat and Casemiro, then I can see something. But listen, now
João
let's.
Pedro about
I'll,
to take a penalty. João Pedro about to take a penalty for Brighton. Sorry.
that's fine. But
And
all I'm saying,
score.
our season starts from this Saturday. That's what I'm saying. So I think
And then you've got Crystal Palace, haven't you, in the cup?
Varane and I think Mason Mount. Mason Mount, listen, I couldn't care less. He offers more than Ericsson, but Mason Mount and Ericsson, I think they're expected to be fit for Saturday. But I think Amrabat, I think he is also. I'm looking forward to. Listen, the midfield should be balanced, hopefully, with Amrabat coming in. But I don't know about Mount, because if Amrabat's fit, I think Eric Ten Hag will probably go with Mount because
Yeah.
whenever we sign new players, he likes to put them on the bench first, then maybe
Because I was saying with your new players, give Andre Onana and Højlund time because Højlund's, he's done all right and obviously he got the offside goal, but Onana's been shocking, I think. The goal he conceded for Bayern Munich and then the halfway line goal in the pre-season. I think you need to give him time, I think, because he's been quite poor recently, I think.
Yeah, of course. No, listen.
Yeah.
Oh no, I rate him highly, but listen, the goals that we conceded, yes, he could have done better, but I still believe in him. People that are saying we missed the hair, come on, man. guys, come on, man. Let's be honest. We do not miss the hair, man. Like,
Yeah, we do. We would have won the game yesterday with
Frederick, let's not. Come on.
the yeah.
By the
We
way-
gotta say that first goal, 10 out of 10 times.
By the way,
Well,
guys, it looks like we've got this panel because Toby just messaged me. Geez, bro, my bad. Sorry, no electricity. Laptop been down for a while. I hate these crazy excuses all the time. It hurts me. So, yeah, he won't be joining. So, and also Manny hasn't replied. So, but anyway, yeah. So, Orest as well. We talked about this game. Arsenal beating Everton, obviously, finally beating Everton at the Goodison Park. Yeah, let's get your thoughts on the game.
I think Everton. I think they will probably go down this season. To be fair, like, I think it's a disgrace. Like, for me, the amount of times they've been in this league and they haven't been down once. I think this season is the time where they go down. And I'm not just saying it's a disgrace because they have shown fight, but I think this season there's no fight at all. Like, literally been at Goodison Park. Like, if you don't show fight at your own ground, then listen, you don't deserve to stay up for me. But Everton, I think they've been poor on the Sean Dyche, but I do see them going down with Arsenal. Yeah, for me, listen. With Arsenal, obviously, compare last season to last season, it's not fluid football, but I know you're getting the 3 points, but
Yeah.
listen, I think that game was against Tottenham. I think that's going to be a very, very good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, good to see that Arsenal broke that record against Everton in Goodison Park. So good 3 points for Arsenal. And Everton, listen, they continue like this, they're going down. So
Yeah, they're going down. Yeah. So obviously we all got our thoughts. It's a good win for Arsenal. Obviously a bit of an ugly win, but obviously we're still unbeaten. So we've got Tottenham on the weekend. Obviously we did beat PSV. Great game for us, and we might talk about that if we got time. Let's move on now. So West Ham obviously were 1-0 up, but they bottled it, and obviously Man City winning again. The only team unbeaten with 100% record. Sorry. We'll start off with you, Ryan. Obviously, Man United fan. You don't really like Man City, but what's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, obviously I was hoping West Ham would win, of course.
Yeah.
And obviously I was quite encouraged by seeing when they went 1-0 up, and I thought, hang on, it could be, obviously with West Ham starting the season well too, and obviously being at home. But yeah, obviously Ward-Prowse getting the goal for West Ham. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He's a quality player. What a brilliant signing that he was, obviously, for the money as well. You know what you're going to get with Ward-Prowse, and he's just incredible. He's a very, very good, very underrated, I think. I don't think he gets enough praise, but yeah, obviously Ward-Prowse getting the goal, but then conceding just after the just into the second half early on doesn't really set the tone very well, does it? So obviously they did, and then To be fair, they did stay in the game for a while, but then final 20 minutes, Man City went ahead and then scored another one as well. So, yeah, disappointing for West Ham for sure. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that. I don't really want to speak about this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Man City win, and West Ham, though, having taken the lead, maybe they'll be quite disappointed with the timing of the goals. You know, just like I said, the timing of the equaliser that Man City got just after half time. Yeah, you don't want to be conceding just then. You want to be sticking it out for 10, 15 minutes at least, and then and then just seeing what happens then. But yeah, not good.
Yeah, and obviously, Frederick, as a Man United fan, you don't really like Man City as well. But what's your thoughts on this game?
Like the Arsenal game, another game I was not able to watch due to you can only watch one game at a time. And after the Brighton game, I was not in the mood to watch anything before the 6:30 game. Or that's Norwegian time, I guess it's 5:30 in the UK.
Yeah, 5:30, yeah.
But pretty much as expected. And to be quite honest, maybe a good result for Man United because I can see West Ham fight United for the 5th place. So, of course, never good to see City win, but could be in United's favor in the end of the season.
Yeah, and the rest, finally, before I get my thoughts, what's your thoughts on West Ham 1, Man City 3?
Yeah, obviously, West Ham was first, and I think it was Ward Press that scored. Listen, I think it's Ward Press. I've always rated the player, but yeah, West Ham. I think if you look at the team right now, I think they got a good team. Obviously, Kudus from Ajax. I think they've got a good team. City, yeah, they're just too strong for West Ham, really. So, yeah, good win for City, and yeah, West Ham. Listen, they should keep their heads held high because obviously they try to show fight, but listen, at the end of the day, City are a stronger team. So West Ham, listen, I think West Ham can do something this season. Maybe like a top 8, maybe top 9. So listen, I wouldn't be surprised if they get back in Europe again. So yeah, West Ham, listen, they look good, man. They look good. So yeah.
Yeah, and on the top of West Ham, I'm watching the game. It's 0-0 at the moment, 35 minutes in. I'll get my thoughts on the game now. Obviously, as everyone said, they were 1-0 up. Ward-Prowse got the goal, Koufal assist, and then yellow card. And then obviously, as Ryan said early on in the second half, Man City scored with Doku getting a goal, new signing. Then Bernardo Silva, and then Erling Haaland, of course. Haaland finally got a goal in the 86th minute. But yeah, Man City, as expected, they won. I don't know why, but Rodri apparently had a good game. He didn't get a goal and assist though. But Alvarez as well getting 2 assists. But yeah, Man City look unstoppable. Obviously, they've won 5 out of 5, 15 points, 11 goal difference. Their next match is Wolves at home, so both teams kind of needed results in that because. Oh no, sorry, it's Forest at home. So for me, I do want Forest to get something out of the game, maybe a point, maybe a win, but Man City will easily win that game. It's at home. We know what Man City are like at home. They're basically unbeatable at home unless they have an off game. But Forest, I don't know. They could try and bring up something in that game, but I don't really see it. But Man City are unstoppable. Obviously, won in the Champions League as well, 3-1 against Red Star Belgrade or Shagrizjebia. I can't say that. But they were also 1-0 down in that game as well, which is funny enough. And they ended up winning 3-1 again. So it's similar to, I think it was similar to Liverpool because they were 1-0 down in both games and they won 3-1. So similar to Liverpool. Rodri getting a goal and Alvarez absolutely brilliant game, 2 goals and an assist, and Haaland getting an assist as well. But yeah, as I said, they were 1-0 down in the Champions League game. So they're but yeah, Man City unstoppable. That's all we really got to say. But all of us don't really like to talk about Man City. I personally hate Man City because they keep winning the league, and all 3 of these guys support Man United. So we all hate Man City basically. So we'll move on. Obviously, that we're almost over with the top 6 teams, so we might move on to talking about the Champions League or maybe predictions for the weekend. So a team that I personally don't like. I'm not sure if the panel don't like them as well, but Tottenham getting a 2-1 win over 2-1 win over Sheffield United. So for me, Tottenham obviously unbeaten yet as well. I think they were 1-0 down, were they? Yeah, they were 1-0 down. And yeah, they won 2-1. So obviously late goals, actually really late goals. Richarlison got a +8 minute goal with and Kulusevski got a goal as well. But yeah, Wolves Tottenham are second, and Sheffield United 17th. So it's kind of like top versus bottom. Goal for AEK Athens against Brighton. So yeah, Sheffield United not looking good at the moment. 1 point out of 5, and Tottenham 13 out of 5. So we'll get the panel's thought now. Ryan, what's your thoughts on Tottenham to Sheffield United 1?
Yeah, obviously it seemed like a game. I didn't actually watch the game. I didn't actually see this game today, but obviously seemed to be a lot of late drama. Obviously Sheffield United taking the lead, as you said.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 injury time goals for Tottenham. I mean, talk about leaving it late. And obviously Sheffield United did get a red card. Obviously McBurney got sent off. So yeah, Sheffield United are going to really struggle this season. Obviously, they only got 1 point, as you said. They'll definitely be just happy to stay up, but I don't know if they. I don't think they will personally. But yeah, Tottenham, another good win for them. Like I said, they did leave it late, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's about getting 3 points, and they did. So whether they can keep this up, I don't know, because we've seen them have good starts in the past seasons and then fell away. So that remains to be seen. But you can't really fault how they've started the season. And yeah, like I said, good win. But Sheffield United, they have to. I mean, this game won't determine if they stay up. Of course it won't. But obviously going 1-0 up, maybe you want a bit of better game management. Potentially, maybe I'm being harsh. Obviously, it was away. But yeah, to concede 2 goals in injury time, yeah, that's not really good enough, if I'm honest. But yeah, Tottenham just too strong in the end, so fair play to them.
Yeah. Frederick, I don't know if you watched the game, but what are your thoughts on Tottenham Sheffield United?
A game again as expected. Tottenham, a team I don't really care too much about. They're
Yeah.
never in the top. They're never in the bottom. Before I watched a bit due to the fantasy, I always had Harry Kane. Now he's left.
Oh, yeah, he's gone to Bayern Munich now, hasn't he?
They look good under their new manager. I don't remember his name, or I don't want to try to spell his
The
name.
Tottenham man, I think it's Andrew Postecoglou.
They look good under him, but
Yeah.
good win for them. But Sheffield United are probably going to go down. So, but as we said earlier, 3 points are 3 points.
Yeah. Yeah, and finally moving on to your rest, what's your thoughts on Tottenham to Sheffield United 1?
Yeah, obviously Tottenham undefeated under Ange. They look good, man. They look good. So it's gonna be a good game against you guys, but obviously I know they got a lot the 2 late goals, but this is football news. Like no matter how you win the games, 3 points is 3 points. So yeah, listen, good win for Spurs, and I mean to be fair, with Sheffield United, I've got nothing to say about them. So yeah, good win for Tottenham.
Yeah, going for Tottenham. So I'll get my thoughts on the game. So obviously, I think I said it before, but obviously Sheffield United going 1-0 up in the game. Then Tottenham coming back with 2 late goals. And as Frederick said, we said before, a win is a win, 3 points, 3 points. And as Russ said as well, they're unbeaten. But it's similar to what Frederick said. They're never at the top. They're never at the bottom. They're always in the middle or 6th or 5th or whatever. So I think Tottenham will slowly start to fall down. Obviously, they've got Arsenal next. So hopefully, well, obviously, results we want. Obviously, we want Liverpool to lose, Tottenham to lose. Well, even if Man City, Tottenham, Liverpool will lose, we'll go to the top of the league. So we hope that happens. But Man City have got Nottingham Forest, which they'll probably win. Tottenham have got us, and Liverpool have got West Ham. So hoping West Ham can do something there. But it is good that we're playing Tottenham because then then we can overtake them or go into third or whatever. But yeah, good result for Tottenham. A team I hate, probably the most team I hate out of all the teams. Because obviously it's the next door neighbour. It's North London. So there isn't really many big six games. So RS also we forgot we talked about Liverpool as well. So what's your thoughts on Wolves 1, Liverpool 3? RS?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Liverpool. Obviously, there was 1-0 down, but to be fair, I did see them coming back second half. But listen, Wolves. They're not. They've been decent on the Gary Neal, but I don't know, man. They're not getting the results because obviously they played amazing in the first game against us. They should have got something, but they're just not getting the results. So Liverpool, they look good, man. They look solid now. I think. See, if you look at the midfield, they've strengthened it even more now. Obviously, Gravenberch, McAllister, and others. So listen, I think Liverpool look strong. I do expect them to be title contenders now. They might compete with City, but it's just a shame that
Yeah.
United. If only United listened to me when I said bring in 2 to 3 world-class midfielders. They didn't do that. So listen, it is what it is. For me, I personally think if United brought in 2 to 3 world-class midfielders, brought in a world-class striker and a good centre-back, we would have been up there. But the Glazers don't do that on the head. They look for cheap and alternative targets because they don't look at first targets. Because I did see some Ollie quotes, and yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. But Liverpool, good win for them, and the Wolves, yeah, I do expect them to be to finish them in the mid-table position. So yeah, Wolves, I wouldn't be too concerned about this result.
Yeah. So yeah, Liverpool obviously we talked about that game. We're kind of running out of games, so I'm going to go through them quickly. And if anyone wants to butt in, you can get in if you want. Obviously, Fulham getting a 1-0 win over Luton. Luton look like they're going down for me personally. Not looking good for them. I think they've not won a game. But yeah, good result for Fulham. Next, Aston Villa beating Crystal Palace 3-1. Aston Villa looking good at the moment. Even though I don't really like Aston Villa. Obviously, a team we usually like to beat. We beat them 4-2 away, and I think we beat them at home as well. But I'm just going to look at the table. So Aston Villa are where are Aston Villa? They're 7th. So it's looking all right for Aston Villa. Crystal Palace 9th as well. So both teams are kind of up there in the mid-table. So yeah, good win for Aston Villa. Obviously, Crystal Palace not the best result, but they just beat Wolves 3-2 and they won in the cup as well. So good result for Aston Villa. They move to the next game. I think who have they got next? They've got Chelsea next. So that's going to be a tough game. But what else? So we've talked about the big 6 games: Man City, Arsenal, Man United, Tottenham. Kind of a big 6 team. Newcastle beating Brentford 1-0. I know. Good friend of mine, Mr. B, who I've met online recently. He's been on a few other channels. I've been on Talk Football and a few other channels. He was a bit gutted about the result. Obviously, they were unbeaten after this game. They've gone down to 11th now. No, they weren't unbeaten. I think they were. Yeah, because they drew. Yeah, they drew a few games and they beat Fulham. So yeah, obviously Newcastle are a good team, so they probably were expecting to lose this game. Obviously, Chelsea fans in the mud, drawing 0-0 against Bournemouth. A very boring game. Yeah.
Oh my god.
RS, do you want to talk about this game?
I would absolutely love to talk
Yeah.
about Chelsea, Ollie.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like fans that are saying Pochettino out, I don't know, because what's he meant to do, man? Because they're in the not in the same situation, but similar because they've got players injuries, but they've still got enough to win. So
Yeah.
shouldn't be hearing that as an excuse. He spent $1 billion on the Todd Bowley, mate. Like, come on, man. Like, $1 billion. He's probably wanting to spend another $1 billion next summer. So, listen, I don't know what's wrong with Chelsea. Like, Modric, They even having their own fan base when he was coming off. What a waste of money! What
Yeah.
a waste of like literally, man. Like Madrid, come on, man. So yeah, I mean Chelsea, Pochettino. Listen, I still believe Pochettino will turn things around, but I think half of these they're just not good enough. I'm sorry about Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's awful.
God, listen, I don't know, man. I don't know whether he has his finishing boots or I don't know, but listen, Pochettino, Chelsea fans, I know they never stick to the manager, but this time you have to back your man, man. You really do because I don't see no one else coming and replacing him. So listen, back your
Yeah.
manager, and yeah. Listen, Chelsea. I thought Bournemouth with their chances they should have won. Like Solanke had a
Yeah.
chance. And they played well, So
Yeah,
fair
they
play.
had 13
Oh, yeah.
shots, but Chelsea had 14. Oh, I think rest someone coming in his room. So, yeah, so Nottingham Forest won, Burnley won as well. That's the final game. So we've got 9 minutes left of the stream. I think we've gone through every game. Let me just yeah, Liverpool, Fulham, Aston Villa, Tottenham, Man United, West Ham, Newcastle, um, Bournemouth, Chelsea, and Nottingham Forest. Yeah, so we've talked about the game. So yeah, good week of football. Apart from obviously Man United losing, um, but yeah, obviously Arsenal getting the win. Man City obviously always getting the win, but we do want Man City to try and finally lose some points at some point. Well, 9 minutes left. Well, 9 minutes until the hour mark. We're not left to the stream. I don't know how long we'll go on for, but we'll talk about Champions now. We'll start off with the positive side, and obviously the Man United fans know the negative side. But Arsenal beating PSV 4-0. I want to get my thoughts after the panel. So I'll start with Ryan. What's your thoughts on Arsenal 4 PSV 0?
Yeah, obviously, Arsenal being at home. I kind of expected Arsenal to win this quite comfortably. No disrespect to PSV, but
Yeah,
they're not really gonna be able to do anything against Arsenal really. But yeah, obviously good win for Arsenal, a couple of goals there. But yeah, obviously I didn't see the game, but
yeah,
seemed a very comfortable evening for you, and PSV offered very little and didn't really test either. So, I mean, I suppose they did have a few shots on target, PSV, but just looking at the stats now, but yeah, they just haven't got the quality. So Arsenal just too good. So yeah.
yeah. And Frederick, I know you didn't watch the game because you're watching the Man United game, but what's your thoughts on this game? Arsenal obviously 4-0 against PSV.
I think it was a good win for Arsenal. And
Yeah,
of course, I think your team was quite good. I, if I saw right, you're playing most of your first teamers. I
yeah,
saw Odegaard got a goal.
yeah. He did. Yeah.
So, of course, good win for you, but you have to play your strongest 11. So, let's see how that will affect your game this weekend.
Yeah, obviously. And the rest, before I get my thoughts, what's your thoughts on Arsenal 4 PSV 0?
Yeah, no, listen, I didn't expect PSV to get something from me. Listen, Arsenal. I thought they should. I thought they were doing comfortably, and they did. So obviously, good move for Arsenal. They're back in the Champions League.
Yeah,
It's been 7 years. So yeah, listen. Let's see what Arsenal do in the Champions League because it's gonna be interesting to be fair to see. So yeah, good move for Arsenal. PSV, listen. They obviously they did knock you out last season, but that was on the Ruud van Nistelrooy.
yeah,
But he's not there anymore. So yeah. But no, Arsenal expected win from me.
yeah. And finally, as the Arsenal fan, I'll get my thoughts on the game. So I'll just go through the teams. Obviously, Raya in goal. Obviously, you know my thoughts on Ramsdale is my favourite goalkeeper, but Ray has been starting. So, but listen, he got 4 saves, got a clean sheet, so can't complain there. Zinchenko at left back. I think our left back situation has been awful. Getting rid of Tierney, Tomiyasu's been playing left back, and Zinchenko is more a midfielder. Gabriel and Saliba is obviously our best partnership. Ben White at right back's great right back. Obviously, he got a yellow card, but he got a clean sheet in the game. All the defence got a clean sheet. Declan Rice as well. Obviously, he scored against Man United. He's had brilliant games. Kai Havertz didn't really finish his chances. Didn't have the best game. Obviously, as Frederick said, Odegaard got a goal. Saka got a goal and assist. His goal was obviously a deflection. Then he got an assist. Jesus scored a great goal, and Trossard scored a great goal as well, and he got an assist as well. We've obviously brought on some subs. We got on Tomiyasu, Nelson, Vieira, Smith Rowe, and Jorginho. Really good to see Smith Rowe get a play. I think it was his obviously his Champions League debut and hasn't really been playing for a while. Fabio Vieira, good to see him come on. Nelson, Tomiyasu probably came on to replace Zinchenko. Jorginho also came on to replace Declan Rice. And then obviously we also had Ramsdale, Kyle Cedric, Kiwior, and Nenny and Nketiah who didn't come on. Looking at PSV, obviously they have De Jong. They have Kotchap, who used to play for Southampton, and on the bench they had Van Aanholt, who they didn't play, former Crystal Palace player. Dest is a good player of theirs. I think he used to play for Barcelona. I can't really name their only players. Obviously, Benitez was their goalkeeper. He didn't have the best of games. He conceded 4 goals, but he did get 4 saves, the same as Rea. But listen, everyone said it. Easy win for Arsenal at home. I do think we will top our group. If you think about it, Seville drew 1-1 to Lens, and Lens are terrible. We beat PSV 4-0, and we can beat them away, I think. And Seville's probably going to be our toughest, but I think we can beat them at home, and then away might be tough. But we can beat Lens home and away. So, as the rest said as well, it'll be interesting to see what we can do in the Champions League. We haven't been in the Champions League for 7 years, obviously. We had one season where we weren't in Europe, and then one season where a few seasons, obviously, when the Europa League, obviously, we lost in the final to Chelsea. We bottled it last season where we were losing to Sporting on penalties. And I think it was recently where we had a season with no Europe and we finished like 5th or something. Or I don't know if that was when we finished 8th. But yeah, good result. We moved to Tottenham, and not sure if we'll talk. We might do quick score predictions. I might do score predictions, but before we do score predictions, we got to talk about, obviously, listen, they got 3 goals at Bayern Munich. Everyone thought it'd be like 4-0, 5-0. There were memes saying it would be 21-0, but obviously that's a joke. But for me, I personally predicted the 2-1 Bayern Munich, and I wasn't expecting 7 goals in this game. Obviously, Harry Kane got the penalty. Goals from I think Leroy Sané got a goal. Let me just check the team. Leroy Sané got a goal. Kane, Gnabry, and Tell. And then Casemiro got 2 goals, and Højlund got a goal as well. So it'll be interesting to see what the Man United fans think. So we'll start with your rest. What's your thoughts on Bayern Munich 4, Man United 3?
Well. Where do I begin with? First, listen, I'm going to call this club 30 Minutes FC because every time this football club plays, we're always good. We're always good for the first 30 minutes. Then, I don't know what's wrong with this. Half of these players, man, they got Bulldog mentality. And for the first goal, I'm sorry, but no, you should be saving that.
That was terrible.
But you know what? Yeah, I'm going to give credit because you came out, requested an interview, yeah? Not many players do this, by the way. So I didn't see no players request an interview when we got battered 7-0 to Liverpool. So, requested to do an interview. After that, he went to the dressing room. The first thing he did is he went to Ten Hag and said, "I'm sorry." He went to the coaching staff. He said, "I'm sorry," and he went to every single place. He said, "I'm sorry." This is taking accountability and a respect on Onana for doing that. But however, Eriksen should not be playing against Burnley. Rashford should be dropped, but I know that's not going to happen. But I'm happy for Højlund to get his debut Champions League goal for Man United. Casemiro with the 2 goals. Listen, look, Bayern Munich, I don't think they're great, I think we can beat them at Old Trafford, but to get 3 goals and to get nothing is disappointing. But you know what? When we do have a fit squad, we can beat them at Old Trafford, and I do believe we can. Yeah. So yeah, I think Bayern. Listen, half of those goals are just sloppy errors from our defenders. But I'm hoping that we can do something at Old Trafford. But no, listen, look, bringing on McTominay, by the way, there's an absolute disgrace. He doesn't offer anything. I'm sorry, but he doesn't press. He just walks, jogs. Same with Rashford, walks, and then just moans. So listen, look, I'm expecting. Well, not expecting, but I want a few players to be dropped. So, listen, Bayern Munich, they're not great. I think we can beat them at Old Trafford. So, my thoughts, listen, the goal difference isn't that bad. Listen, 4-3 or -1. I was expecting a bit worse, but listen, -1. with Galatasaray at home next, so we should be picking up some wins now because. Oh else I could see this guy. I could see this. I could see us playing Europa League. So that means if we finish third, we play Europa League. So I hope that doesn't happen. But listen, it might happen. You never know with these players.
And you've
Bro.
also got Copenhagen in your group, so you should be beating them, I
We
think.
should, but I think the aways we don't do well away. So
No.
I think Galatasaray away. I think they can get something. Galatasaray. I think Galatasaray can get something. Copenhagen away. Listen, anything can happen away, but at home. We need to start picking up wins. I know we lost to Brighton, but I can say it can at home, but we need to be picking up wins. So yeah.
Yeah, Frederick, moving on to you next. What's your thoughts on Bayern Munich 4, Man United 3?
Yeah, I mean, I said it earlier. It's Onana. He's not good enough. I've seen 6 games now. That's 6 games too much with him. I don't know what he got on his gloves. We should never have got rid of De Gea. He would have saved that 10 out of 10 times. I think I would have saved it myself. It's not good enough. I don't care what he do afterwards. He's not good enough. I don't buy that he's good with his foot. It's like you're dating Emilia Clarke. You don't like her. No, you don't like her nose, so you get on to date Susan Boyle, and after a month you realize that shit, I made a mistake because the other girl was a better girl. So that's my thoughts on Anna. Otherwise, I kind of agree with Doris. We need to get some player out of the team before the next game. I would have benched Onana. We of course got the cup game on Tuesday or Wednesday, so I think it's a good game to drop players on. I would have played the Turkish goalkeeper. I would have played Johnny Evans and Maguire if he's fit, just to show Martinez that you need to step up your game. Amrabat and Casemiro in midfield. Probably Rashford, I would have played him. Give Martial a chance so we can have Højlund next weekend. And maybe give Gore the chance. Just Gore and Handel. Let's see the youngsters play. We just need to do something different because the start, it's not good enough. And of course, we were very unlucky with the VAR situation. In my eyes, that was never a penalty. It hits Eriksen on the shoulder, so I don't see why VAR meant that was a penalty.
Yeah, and finally moving on to you, Ryan, what's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, obviously, nobody expected this score, like you said. It was a bit of a madness of a game, really. But, like I say, encouraging opening 25 minutes. And, 4 minutes of madness that followed, obviously, with the mistake from Onana, which, like I say, I agree. I think it was very, very shocking, really. I do think it was too easy before that to allow Sané to get a shot off in the first place, though. But Onana has to be saving that. It's not good enough. It was a routine save, and you can be good with what you can be good with all your feet all you want, but you need to be saving as well. And I know he's not had much protection lately, to be fair to him, but you still have to do your job, and that goal was very poor. And then like I said, concede one, you have to react, and you have to react positively, but it never happens. The heads go down and then we just completely crumble. And I believe those 2 goals really did cost us massively. That lost us the game, them 2 goals. Because you can't afford to be going, 2-0 down away from home at the Allianz. You're just giving yourself too much to do. But then obviously, good start to the second half. Obviously, Højlund, really happy to see him get a goal. Obviously, he's looked bright in what we've seen of him so far, and there's plenty more to come from him too. I really do feel like he's going to keep scoring this season and have a very good season because he is a very good player. But now he's got the first goal, that'll really help him now going forward. I think, if it takes you ages to get off the mark, it just doesn't help. So the fact that he's got a goal so early on, I think that will really help him now. Same again. Obviously, I agree with the penalty. I don't think that it was a penalty at all. I think you cannot be given a penalty for that. It was quite where you're supposed to put your hands really. Eriksen obviously was jumping. It was quite close as well. and VAR gave the penalty. I thought it was a very strange decision. Obviously, Harry Kane steps up and scores. Of course, he does. It was obvious he was going to score.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely not a penalty for me. But yeah, it's one of those. And yeah, obviously getting back into, obviously getting back within one again. And then you're expecting us to try and get another goal, but we just don't. And yeah, very frustrating. I don't care, that it was Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are not as good as what people make out, because the fact that they conceded 3 goals, the defense is all over the place themselves. We were able to get in behind, and yeah, the defense is very shaky for them as well. Obviously, they're good going forward, but to be fair, I go back to it. All the goals conceded were very avoidable. So they didn't do anything special on the night, really, for me. Even though they scored 4, they didn't. They were all easy goals. And like I said, I go back to, you cannot afford to be defending like we are doing at the moment. I know there's injuries, but you have to be doing better. You have to get tighter. You have to close people down. You've got to show what you're made of. And yeah, okay, Varane coming back in will be a big boost, but we have to have the depth in the squad, and it's just not there. So, yeah, not good enough. That's, like I said, the 3rd game in a row conceded 3 or more goals. It's nowhere near good enough at all. And like I say, scoring 3 ourselves in this game and still not coming away with if anything, pretty much sums it up. So, have to step up, and it has to start on Saturday, and we have to go on a winning run, because these results have to come in the next few. There's no excuses, and it has to definitely start on Saturday against Burnley. No disrespect to Burnley, but it has to be a win. Obviously, players will be back by then, but yeah, not good. Worst possible start to the season. Just not good enough.
Yeah. And finally, I'll get my thoughts, obviously. So, Leroy Sané scored, then Gnabry, then Hodgson got the goal. And obviously, as you said, the penalty was obviously not a penalty, but Kane scored. Of course, he wouldn't miss. And then Casemiro getting a goal, and then Tell getting a goal, and then Casemiro getting consolation goal. But as you said as well, you got 3 goals and you come away with nothing. But listen, I don't think you're ever going to win this game in any day. It's away. Bayern Munich are a decent team. I think you can beat them at home. I think you can beat Galatasaray at home, Copenhagen, and Bayern Munich at home. But the away form, I think you obviously lost to Bayern. Galatasaray away is going to be hard, and you can't doubt Copenhagen away, because obviously the away form isn't great. But listen, we're getting over to the hour or past the hour mark now, so we're going to quickly do this Arsenal versus Tottenham predictions, then we'll do shout out socials. So we'll quickly do predictions now. So Frederick, what's your prediction for Arsenal versus Tottenham? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
It's a derby, of course. I can see it be a draw.
Oh,
2 teams that will play attacking football, so a 2-2 draw for me.
okay, Aras, what's your score prediction for Arsenal Tottenham?
I'm going to go with 2-1 Arsenal.
Yes. And Ryan, what's your score prediction?
Yeah, I'm going for a draw. I think it's going to be 1-1. Yeah,
1-1.
Yeah.
I've got to back my team. I'm going to go 3-1. I think, people saying a draw, I wouldn't take a draw. But I can see what you mean. Both teams are doing well at the moment. It could easily be a 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, possibly even 3-3. But I think we can score 3 goals against Tottenham. I think their goal will probably be from someone like Kulusevski or Richarlison. And then we'll probably score. I hope Rice gets a goal. I'd love Rice to get a goal. Maybe Odegaard will get a goal. And then whoever starts up front, or maybe Trossard, or maybe Jesus or Nketiah. But yeah, we're coming towards the end, Mark. So this is where people shout at the socials. So Frederick, where can we find you on socials like Instagram and YouTube?
The Red Frederick, that's the name on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah. Ryan, do you want to start your socials, or are you still?
No, I'll be all right with my socials, but like I say, thanks for having me on.
All right, sorry. And Ares, where can we find you?
Yeah, R6 Football on YouTube, Instagram, R6 Football and Twitter, R6 Talks Footy, and yeah, big up.
Big up. So yeah, obviously, Ryan doesn't want to shout out social, so I'll do mine. So yeah, SINCLAIRO here on YouTube. Big up, great stream. Big up, Brian for joining, Frederick and the rest. Obviously, Toby couldn't join because of his electricity, and Manny's not the best at replying, and a lot of people cancelled on me. So it's been a good stream, the four of us though. We've talked about the games, and we obviously talked about the Champions League and did our prediction for the game against Tottenham. So yeah, you can catch me here on SINCLAIRO. Make sure you watch out on public watch hours. On the road to 1,100 for the end of the year. I'm on 1,077 at the moment. On Instagram, Ollie.Sinclair556. On the road to 1K. I'm now currently on 870, I believe. So on the road to 900, then we get to that 1K. Don't follow me on my fan page because I'm not deleting it. I'm just taking a little bit of a break until Ramsdale starts again. Because obviously David Raya started the last 2 games, so it's been a bit disappointing, and I haven't quit it. I'm just kind of taking a break really, and I'll be back when Ramsdale's back. So I'm not making another fan page. I've made multiple fan pages in the past, and I don't really want to make another one. So if you want to find me somewhere else, SINCLAIRO on SoundCloud. I do sped up songs on there. SINCLAIRO556 on Mixcloud. I do mixes. So Mondays, Who Does This? Wednesday, SINCLAIRO. Fridays, Friday Feeling, and sometimes I do a weekend mix on the weekend. Apart from that, Ollie's55 on TikTok, Ollie's556 on TikTok, SINCLAIRO lowercase on Twitter, but I'm not really active on there. So apart from that, Snapchat, Xbox, PlayStation, please do personally BM for that. So it's a bit personal. I don't want to shout that out. But yeah, mainly follow, subscribe to here. Videos, obviously, that there's this video out, and then Game Week 6 review. And on October, I'm actually seeing Arsenal women play, so possibly a vlog if you guys want it. And then I'm seeing Fair Ridings in October as well, so videos from that as well. But big up the panel, of course. We're going to end now. But guys, make sure you do like, if you're watching on replay, do like and subscribe. And if you're watching now, obviously we didn't get as many comments, but big up the people who are in the comments. Big up Vision, aka Charlie, and big up Aiden Tate as well. So obviously, as the next stream, hoping to get some more guests, and obviously the comments being more people. But it's been a good stream. Next stream, as I said, will probably be next week, some point in the week whenever everyone's free. Yeah, that's been it for me in the panel. I'll see you next week. And as I said, in October, I'm seeing Arsenal women, and I'm going to see Fair Riding. So videos from Fair Ridings definitely, but I'm not sure whether I'll do a vlog of the Arsenal game. I'm not sure, but you'll probably see on my socials that I've been to the game and stuff. So yeah, big up for watching if you guys have, and we'll see you soon.
Time you stay from me. Outside we lose, we give them chills, we